Spinning the political positions and campaigning, each and every moment, it's a never-ending job. So couldn't you give just a little bit more? These are people who don't read the legislation they vote on, who don't read the legislation they write. They could use your help. Maybe with a few more staffers, they can get it done. With just a little bit more, and a little bit more after that, and still more to come, someday these people will be able to become paid commentators on cable news, do the public speaking circuit, and even end up sitting on the board for top corporations for millions and millions of more. I hope you can find it in your heart to give generously. Let me go to Tony in South Carolina. How are you, Tony? You're on the Glenn Beck program.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. What would you like to donate today?
Well, I'm pretty well tapped out. I'm just one of the lowly
you're pledging nothing? You're pledging nothing to Tony?
Well, I got some rights they can have. I got the First Amendment. I got the Second Amendment. They're trying to take my God away. Trying to take
Tony. They've already taken that stuff. They've already taken that. But I appreciate your generous donation of nothing, because that's what it's all about, Tony, is helping, sending Congress that little message that we're here to help them, because they obviously need it. We'll get some more calls on this coming up after the break. Also next hour, proof, or what I think seems like proof, via email from somebody who works at Congress that says the Republicans have already decided to cave on your gun rights. I will share that, what I think is proof, and let you decide next hour on the Glenn Beck program.
Mercury.
Food insurance has now made it easier to buy an emergency food supply by introducing their affordable and convenient pay-as-you-go plan. It is...
Because Congress is hurting so much, obviously they're hurting because they got a raise while you and I are going to see a tax increase. And it started me thinking, you know what? They obviously need the money. If they're willing to tax us more and give themselves a raise at the same stroke of midnight tonight, they obviously are hurting. Shouldn't they be allowed to maintain the lifestyle they've grown accustomed to? 888-727-BECK. We'll find out. But first, let's get an update on what we've raised so far. It's by the giant poke board.
We've had lots of calls, lots of people calling in, and we are now up to nothing. People have donated.
Oh my God, are you serious?
We're at nothing right now, folks.
So far, we have raised nothing.
We actually just got our...
Add the last two calls in right there.
We're up to over 1,100 calls now, and we've raised nothing for Congress.
This is...
Again, America, this is all you. Thank you guys for your support.
I think when you hear about the people, I think it helps a little bit. So let me tell you about a few more people. Let me tell you about some of the people you'll be helping. You'll be helping Harry in Nevada. Now, sir, this is a shrewd man who's made millions and millions by taking advantage of his unique legislative knowledge. But now that the rules have changed, he has to find other ways to funnel money to himself. One way is for you to give just a little bit more. John from Cincinnati. For a man in his influential position, he's only been able to build his little nest egg to no more than $6 million. But he could have more if only you would have a little bit less. And then there's Hank from Gwinnett County, Georgia. This is an honorable man who hopes to someday have the kind of work that the others have. He doesn't yet, so he could use your support. I mean, he's willing to do his part. He's fighting to try to eliminate that pesky debt ceiling altogether so he could spend, presumably some of it, on himself. Whether it's Jay in West Virginia with the paltry $80 million, Frank in New Jersey with the measly $55 million, or Nancy in California with just a tiny little $35 million to their name, these people need just a little bit more. I want you to think about the free junkets and the constant meetings with lobbyists, how exhausting that must be. It's pretty rough. I can only imagine.